Well, hello. Welcome back to more.
Hello.
Welcome back to more O5. The last time we'll see you in
Mm,
O5.
it's
Um,
true. Although we will have like a '05 year in review where a lot of the content will be '05 related. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. As you can see, I have a new background, new
Oh,
area that I
do you have a
live in.
green screen?
No, I just
Okay.
am living in a different place for a couple months. So
Okay.
yeah. Um,
No wonder it didn't take you so long to get that water. Usually you have to trudge across the estate.
oh, I know, right? This house is
Are you
tiny.
closer to the? Are you closer to the? Oh, you're in a completely different place. Okay.
Yeah, completely different. Um, Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have started on this screen. Whoops.
True.
If
Now a
any
lot
of
of
you
people had
read
a
that,
chance
you
to
did it to
dissect
yourselves.
the cards. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You
anyways,
deprive yourselves of our glorious descriptions.
yeah, Armageddon '05. We're here. Um, s- no, I'll just let Vince McMahon talk about it. Honestly, well,
Sure. Do we want to talk about the build to the show? I know that there's a news item that you didn't want to talk about there, and I understand that. But do we want to talk about the build to the
sure,
matches?
sure, we could, yeah. Um, I'll just run down the seven, and then the extra special non pre-booked main event
World
match,
title
yeah,
match.
world title
Yeah.
match that yeah. So we've got the Basham Brothers taking on the Legion of Doom. Um, the Basham Brothers lost their tag team championships a couple months ago, right? I believe. Was it in the summer? Was it at SummerSlam?
No, it was like
Okay.
just before Survivor Series,
Okay. Anyways,
or maybe it was at No Mercy. I think it was at No Mercy actually.
I don't. It was at some point. There was a point in which the belts changed hands, and the Bashams have been looking for. They've been looking to get those belts back, but they have to earn it because that's what happens on SmackDown. So tonight they're taking on the Legion of Doom in a number one contenders match for the WWE Tag Team titles.
And they're doing that because, I mean, like you said, they have to earn it. But the reason why we're doing a number one contenders match here on the pay per view is because one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Batista, is busy tonight. You see, Mark Henry is an angry man who likes to inflict pain. And over the last couple of weeks, he's been targeting Batista in an effort to prove that he is the stronger of the two. And, well, Batista's a big scalp for him. So they're going to be fighting tonight.
Yeah, we've also, speaking of scalp, women. Um, I don't know what I was trying there. No, speaking of scalp, Candice Michelle is an elite model.
Yeah.
Scalp, she gets her hair done.
Her hair. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah. No,
don't.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I was with you all the way, bro. It's okay.
Uh, and so yeah, she's challenging for the undisputed women's championship tonight. Nat Hart has been going back and forth between both SmackDown and Raw over the past month or so, just searching for more competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she beat Lita here on SmackDown, and she took that as a invitation to appear more often here. And Teddy has not rejected, but he demanded that if she is going to appear here on SmackDown and brag about her being the only undisputed champion in all of the WWE, she has to defend that belt.
Yeah.
And so here's Candice Michelle.
Yeah. We have for the Cruiserweight Championship, champion Gregory Helms defending against Elix Skipper. Helms, as his reign has gone on, we've started to see a bit of an uncomfortable side of Gregory Helms. We've started to maybe understand that Gregory Helms is a bit of a different person than we initially thought. He's doing some shady things. He's never done anything that I think anybody would say is fully wrong, just self-serving. Um, Tonight is another chapter in Gregory Helms' a billion-year reign. We'll see if it holds
It's only
up.
been going on since SummerSlam. It's not even the longest
Has
reign
it?
in the
Oh my
company
God.
right now.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair. But yeah, Elix Skipper challenges Helms tonight. Um, I don't know. Let's. I'm excited to see who comes out with it. Honestly.
Me too.
Kid Cash is an asshole. We've known this.
We've known this.
And he's been an asshole to Chavo Guerrero lately, calling Chavo a loser, and that
by birth.
Yeah, loser by birth. He was born a loser. That's what Kid Cash says. And tonight, Chavo Guerrero's going to try to shut him up. We've got, of course, Shelton Benjamin versus Kurt Angle. I mean, this one runs deep. Kurt initially coaching Shelton in the World's Greatest Tag Team all the way back in 2003. Then the World's Greatest Tag Team going away, Shelton coming back. Kurt Angle helped coach Shelton to the World Heavyweight Championship before he would eventually lose it to Eddie Guerrero. Kurt Angle.
I mean, you say lose it. I mean, there's a big role Kurt had to play in both the win and the defeat.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to get to the fact that
Go ahead.
Shelton Benjamin has realized that maybe Kurt Angle did not have his best interests at heart. And this was once again proved at the Survivor Series. Shelton Benjamin is of extreme, I confused extreme suspicion into one word for some reason. Shelton Benjamin has extreme suspicion that Kurt Angle only put him into that captain role, coach and captain, so that ultimately Kurt could watch Shelton fail. That everybody could watch Shelton fail. That everybody could see that Shelton Benjamin doesn't really have it. But I mean, I think it's proved the exact opposite. I think it's proved that even in situations that he doesn't fully understand, in situations that there are moving parts that he can't see, Shelton Benjamin's a strong-ass competitor. And tonight he's gonna hopefully, get to the end of this. Really, like I'm sure it's tiring.
Sure it is.
We've got for the United States Championship, Edge defending against Tajiri. Tajiri misted Edge on an episode of SmackDown, which caused him to accidentally hit friend, partner, associate Kurt Angle, which has slowly led to literally everybody on SmackDown turning against Edge. He's a man basically on his own. And Edge has been humiliated by Tajiri. He walked in on a whole bunch of different workers laughing at the videos of him getting misted and the stupid fucking face he made. And Edge, he wanted to beat Tajiri's ass a little bit, but Tajiri was smart. Tajiri said he'd only do it if the United States Championship was on the line, and that's where we are. And finally, in our big main event, World Heavyweight Champion Eddie Guerrero takes on Randy Orton, the Legend Killer, in a last man standing match. These two do not like each other, have not liked each other. This was a thing all the way back at this point in time, 1 year ago on Raw. I mean, something's got to give, right? These two are... I mean,
we call Randy Orton the Legend Killer, and a lot of people think that's metaphorical. But over the last month, we've seen that it's just factual. The Undertaker was burned alive inside a casket by Randy Orton. This man has a place he can go to that nobody else on the roster can. And sometimes that leads to him doing illegal things live on pay-per-view. But sometimes that means he's a difficult challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Bob Orton's walking around with that urn, hyping his son up. Like, I don't know. I don't think we've ever seen a better Randy Orton than we've seen in the last couple months. And there's an elephant in the room here because this past Tuesday night, we didn't see Eddie Guerrero. So maybe Eddie Guerrero is scared of Randy Orton. We're going to find out tonight.
Let's do it. We are in the Calgary Scotiabank Saddle Dome in Calgary. So yeah, let's do it.
The end is near.
A big, vibrant, illuminating image of a corpse-like man appears on your screen. Then, now, forever, McMahon.
Damn it.
And we get the Armageddon intro video package featuring Randy Orton, the World Heavyweight Championship challenger tonight.
Explaining everything we just did.
Yep. And we're going to go down to our commentator. Wait, we're not going down to... Who's that in the ring? What the fuck? That's Vince McMahon.
Then, now, forever McMahon.
So
Vince McMahon is in the ring.
Let's say, you go ahead. You got this.
He's standing there with Teddy Long, and then there is a sort of table in the ring with a cloth over it, and clearly underneath is a title. And he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, it is with a heavy heart and great sadness that I have to tell you at the start of this show that a few days ago, Eddie Guerrero unfortunately passed away. Over the next couple of days, we will be honoring his life and his career. But if there's one thing I know about Eddie Guerrero, it is that he would want this show, a show that many people have paid good money for, to go on. And so, a wonderful SmackDown card will occur tonight, given to you by the general manager, Teddy Long, and many of the things that were announced will go ahead. But there is one issue we have to deal with." And points at the cloth. "So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is only right that in the absence of the champion, this is given to the number one contender. Ladies and gentlemen, your new World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton." And then Orton comes down with his dad holding the urn.
Yep.
Actually, I'm thinking in the circumstances, we might drop the urn tonight. Let's not have the urn out there. Let's not have an urn out there in these circumstances.
Yeah, so, there were a couple choices you made when we were booking, like talking about SmackDown's killer ratings. I was like, oh.
Oh, that's very what's the word? That's a reach. That's a reach. I'm not seeing that one. Anyway, Orton will come down. He'll accept the title. And there will be a lot of pyro. And then Teddy will get on the mic and say, "Holla, holla, player, congratulations. But now that you're the champion, you're going to have to defend that title. And I've got just the opponent for you right here, right now, player. Because just get yourself ready. Because you're going to go one-on-one with the animal, Batista."
Big Dave comes down to the ring. And we've got a world title match to kick off Armageddon. Nice.
Hell yeah.
By God, Batista did it.
Yeah, so these two go at it. We've seen these two wrestle before. It is an explosive and exciting contest between two people who know each other well. Orton constantly teasing that RKO, which has put Batista away before. But on this occasion, Batista is able to avoid it, outpower it, hit that big spine buster that he learned specifically for Randy Orton, and get him up for the Batista bomb. And Batista is finally back at the top of the mountain and new.
It feels right.
Yeah.
Like, it just does. Put it back on Dave as a default. It feels right. Man, some crazy shit already. Huh. Wonder what the hell
We
else
already
is
had
gonna
2
happen.
title changes, Taz. And there are like 4 other title matches on this show.
I think this is good. Royal Rumble ad featuring the McMahon family as Imperator. All of them. Because that's how that works, obviously.
At the end of it, of course, Linda McMahon up on a overlooking a legion of people, and she raises her pinky to the sky and shouts, "Smack down the Rumble!"
Love it.
Batista is being interviewed by Joy backstage, and she asks how it feels to finally be the world champion again. He's got the world title on one shoulder, the WWE Tag Team Championship on the other. And just as he's about to answer, he notices as Vince McMahon enters the room, and he offers his hand to shake Vince's, and he says, "Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. I appreciate it." And he says, and then Vince replies, You're welcome, Dave. That was a great performance out there, and you deserve to be the world champion, a fighting champion." There's just one issue. You know, I'm a man of my word. And that means delivering on what was advertised. You understand? Now, there was a match advertised for this show. Dave Batista, the Animal, versus the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I'm a little concerned that the fans won't get what they paid for. So I'm here to ask you, Dave, as a fighting champion, if you'd be willing to fight Mark Henry tonight. Dave kind of thinks about it for a second and says, hell yeah, I'm down. And Vince says, excellent. Good luck out there. Oh, and it's going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship. Good luck, champ.
Big pop.
Pre-booking, yay.
Yay. The Legion of Doom blast the Basham brothers in 3.5 minutes with a doomsday device. My God. Like the Road Warriors just ran through like the resident tag team on SmackDown.
They're looking good.
And now they're #1 contenders.
Absolutely. But I mean, we got to put it out there. One half of the WWE Tag Team Champions right now is the World Heavyweight Champion. So it's a hard team to crack. And speaking of the other half of the Tag Team Champions,
Rey Mysterio is out with fans. You know what I mean? He's celebrating life.
Okay, now
God
that's
damn it! God fucking damn it! Yep, moving
signing
on.
autographs and stuff, you know, out in Canada. It's the Canadian tour.
Yep, moving on. Jesus.
So out comes Palmer, who congratulates SmackDown on its very good ratings, and says that there's going to be a reward for all the fans who have litigiously supported the brand over the last year, and that reward is Big Vito, Santa Claus, and Nunzio as an elf. And they start giving out coal, and Taz is very upset. And then Fiddly comes and beats them up, and then drinks a pint.
Hey, Fiddly.
Hey.
Taz can say, middle-aged man getting drunk and beating up Santa Claus? Yeah, sounds like Christmas in my house. Yeah, we get that. We get a graphic that later on tonight, Batista will defend the World Heavyweight Championship, his newly won World Heavyweight Championship, against the strongest man in the world, Mark Henry. All right, so Edge. He's a dirty bastard.
Yes.
You son of a bitch. So we've got all these other SmackDown individuals around the ring, you know what I mean? We've got baby faces, we've got heels. Here's the message.
Well, they only come out later.
Oh.
First of all, so at the start, at about a little bit, like a couple of minutes into this match, Edge realizes Tajiri's an incredible wrestler and says, screw this. And he tries to get himself counted out. And then a cacophony of SmackDown mid-carders comes out to throw him back into the ring and make sure that doesn't happen. Carry on.
Yeah, and so Edge, seeing that there's no escape, he's going to take the only escape he's got left, which is to hit Tajiri with. Oh, he hits him in the dick. He kicks him in the dick. Dick kick. Tajiri is left laying on the ground, holding.
You know what's really genius about that as well? The green mist gland is in the testicle, so when he that shuts.
When he kicks him in the testicles, does he spray up mist? He's like. Pfft.
Well, maybe he does, but certainly if he suffered an injury down there, his mist is offline. That's what I'm saying.
Oh damn. Yeah. Okay. But anyways, Edge is gonna escape here. I guess is still United States champion, and I mean, fucking.
What a reign Edge has had, by the way.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Wait, what the hell's Teddy Long doing out here?
Holla, player! I don't know what kind of banana republic you think we got going on here on SmackDown, but we're not going to put up with that bullshit anymore. I want you to get back in that ring, and we're going to restart this match. And player, if you get yourself counted out or disqualified, you're going to lose the United States Championship.
And so we restart the match. And this time Tajiri kicks him in the head.
I knew.
Hey, big Tajiri. We love Tajiri.
These matches banged.
Oh, yeah. Josh Matthews is backstage talking to Shelton Benjamin. Shelton talks about how misled he's been by Kurt, but not only him, all the fans, all of Shelton's personal friends, his own mother. Tonight, Shelton gets some payback.
He's going to prove it's all going to be over when he proves he's better than him.
Neidhart murders Candice Michelle.
It took 2 minutes. Candice puts up a effort.
Yeah, I'm going to say an effort.
Yeah.
She is attempting.
And then finishes her off, because she is the undisputed women's champion.
That's exactly what Tori Wilson says. She's the undisputed women's champion. Enough said.
Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Backstage, Miggy Rojo is celebrating with Tajiri. There's like a locker room. It's a big party in there, basically. And Ken Kennedy's walking by, and it's very loud. Maybe he's on the phone. He's on the phone. He can't hear who's on the other side because the party's so loud. Miggy Rojo just at that moment steps out to get some air, and Ken Kennedy looks at him and says, "The hell you guys doing in there?" And Miggy's like, "Oh, Tajiri beat Edge. He's the U.S. champ now." And Kennedy's like, "Oh, great, fuck that Edge guy. But also, you're being too fucking loud." And Miggy's like, "Well, I mean, isn't it kind of ironic that you're telling us we're too loud and now you're out here in the hall yelling at me?" And Ken Kennedy looks at Miggy Rojo and says, "No, because I get to be loud. Because I'm Ken Kennedy."
Well.
And then Ken Kennedy walks away. Miggy Rojo
Oh.
kind of relaxes a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, all right. I mean,
Oh.
at least Kennedy."
That's over. Oh God!
And then Ken Kennedy fully leaves.
What an asshole!
What an ass! Oh my God!
So Teddy Long comes out and says, "Holla, holla, players." So we didn't get the big win we were looking for at Survivor Series. But Palmer's right. You've all been wonderful to this brand over the last year, and we've seen some magnificent stuff. So I thought if Raw gets an MVP, I think SmackDown should also award a SmackDown MVP award. And so I am here to proudly announce that SmackDown's 2005 MVP is Ray, and then a clock begins ticking, which confuses Teddy. And then he looks ringside, and there's a weird inflatable device there. And MVP bursts out of it. Montel Vontanius Porter. He comes to the ring. It says, "My name is Montel Vontanius Porter, and I demand that I am made the SmackDown MVP." And Teddy's like, "Who? What? Who? What kind of banana republic do you think we got going on here, player?"
Who the fuck are you, eh?
And then, "I am the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you." And then he attacks MVP and puts worms in his mouth.
Excellent.
By the way, I think this is slowly seeding that Teddy is secretly in control of the boogeyman.
Oh my God. Son of a bitch.
It was him all along.
Backstage, Todd Grisham talks to Mark Henry. Mark Henry says that tonight, he's going to break Batista. He's going to show the whole world that Batista ain't that tough. Mark Henry is the real top dog on SmackDown. And nobody will be able to dispute that. Because after tonight, he'll be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Big words. Nice.
Yeah, so this match, Gregory Helms. Oh shit,
Yeah, I realized in the intro, but I thought I was going to try and tell you in a way, but there was no way of you fixing that now. Don't worry about it. We'll turn him on SmackDown.
Anyways, this was supposed to be. This is it now. We fucking hate Gregory Helms. It's official. We like Elix Skipper a whole bunch, and
Yeah.
I mean Gregory Helms has literally cheated here to win.
Yeah, he got a bit of the tights, and that's just underhanded. Like he kind of fucked him over in that Fatal 4-Way, but this is just Elix Skipper has done everything. He should be cruiserweight champion. Like he's beaten Gregory Helms in some way or another twice now. He should be the cruiserweight champion. We respected Gregory Helms because he was a competitor and he was the best in the business in his division, and he's really good. But it's clear as day, Elix Skipper is better, and Gregory Helms has bent the rules of pro wrestling here to prevent Elix from realizing his dream, and that I don't think that's okay.
Yeah, that's shitty people stuff. Cowboy Bob is so bad.
Well, you see, Joy, this is a boy here. He's only 24 years old, and he's already been world champion 2 times. He's going to be world champion again. Hell yeah. Orton's out.
Michael Cole and Daz thank Jim Johnson for the end is near. And here we go.
So this is a brutal contest. Mark Henry beat down Batista brutally. And Batista's already gone through a match, by the way, with one of the hottest young stars in the business. And he has to come in here against the world's strongest man. Batista's good, but he's at a disadvantage from the start. But at some point through the match, Rey Mysterio comes down to the ring and pleads with Mark Henry. Please, Mark, he's my friend. Please stop, Mark. And Mark Henry does not stop. In fact, Mark Henry grabs Rey Mysterio and beats him up as well. But eventually, Batista's able to power back, get Mark up for the spine buster, and retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Whew. So yeah, big night for Big Dave, but he's done it.
He's done, yeah. He is still the champion. He's got a week now to recover, and then eyes on the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, both Mark Henry and Randy Orton the same night is pretty big. I mean,
yeah.
Especially, I think, just for weeding out contenders. Like, it's pretty open now, I'd say. Who's next?
Maybe the winner of Shelton Kurt tonight.
That would make a lot of sense. Speaking of Kurt Angle, adorned in a very bedazzled red, white, and blue bomber jacket. Like it's very done up. Todd Grisham is going to start the interview by asking him what this is all about, and Kurt Angle says it's simple. Tonight he's not only fighting for himself, he's not only fighting to defend himself from the heinous allegations that Shelton Benjamin has brought forward against him. Which honestly is just disgusting. Kurt Angle is an honest man, a hard-working man, somebody who seeks to help others. I mean, he helped Carlito. He helped Shelton Benjamin, Carlito. And so the fact that he has this long track record of assisting people, and now Shelton Benjamin is trying to say that what this whole thing was just done to expose Shelton somehow. That doesn't make any sense. Come on, it's just crazy talk. But no, tonight Kurt Angle is fighting for the most American thing he can think of, and that is the truth, and that is for justice to prevail. And tonight, when Kurt Angle prevails, justice will prevail.
So Batista and Ray are in the trainer's office because they've both been pretty beat up here tonight. and they're kind of, they're in good spirits, but they're hurting. And then Vince comes in and says, well, congratulations, champ. You made it through. That was a great show out there. How are you feeling? He's like, well, I'm pretty roughed up, but I'm still a champ, so I'm happy. He says, yeah, well, I said earlier about keeping my word and about making sure the fans get what was advertised? Well, I've just checked in with Teddy Long, and I've realized something. We advertised tonight's main event was going to be Randy Orton challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship in a last man standing match. So, champ, I'm afraid to say that's going to happen. Tonight's main event is going to be Randy Orton versus Dave Bautista for the World Heavyweight Championship in a last man standing match. Now, I know you're pretty hurt, but you want to give the fans what they want, right? You're a fighting champion, right? So, one more, champ. 2 down, 1 to go. Good luck out there.
And I think this is Sheldon Kurt? No.
There's no Chavo Kid Cash is still to come.
Yeah. Speaking of Chavo, here he is. Comes down to lowrider.
Viva la raza. Chavito Heat.
Yep. And he's going to take on Kid Cash. And Chavo Guerrero is going to shut the big mouth of Kid Cash with a gory bomb.
Hell yeah.
Booker T backstage approaches the Road Warriors, say, "How? Hold on, the Boogie. He was out in the ring for like 4 minutes. Where were you? Where were you guys?" And they were like, "Well, we had wrestled, so we were,
recovering.
we were recovering." Booker T's like, "Okay, obviously, the thing that this hunt needs is more people. We need more people." Searching for the man.
That's how I invaded the JBL building. It was about numbers.
Just a lot of people. Just load it up. Somebody will find him. And Booker T joins the hunt. And now I think this?
I think we are now in main event territory, yeah.
All right. Yep.
Kurt. You can't keep getting away with this, Kurt. I mean, these two go back and forth. They're wrestlers with an incredible diversity of grappling maneuvers, and they just have a technical showcase out there. For all of the animosity between these two, they haven't wrestled much. And I think we do get that kind of feeling out process where when they get in the ring, they're in wrestling gear and they're between those ropes. I think both men let everything that's happened before drop. And they just want to win. They're competitors. And we have quite a clean wrestling match. And it's pretty obvious that speed's important. Your body, your actual fitness and your ability physically is really important in this environment. And while Kurt is a genius, he's a step behind. And that's costing him a lot here. It's getting him hurt in areas where he can't really afford to get hurt. He's locked in holes for a long period of time, and that just does damage. And so Kurt wants to win. He's an arch competitor, and he uses the ropes when the referee isn't looking over and over again, gets that leverage, and eventually, even that's not enough. When the ref's back is turned, he hits Shelton with a low blow. Shelton, the camera zooms in on Shelton's eyes, and he's hurt because his balls are hurting, yeah. But it's that emotional hurt. You can really see it. And then Shelton, gets rolled up, kicks out, but then the ankle lock is locked in, and there's nothing he can do. And Shelton's a competitor, wants to preserve his career. He knows he's been cheated here, but is he going to lose is he going to lose his ankle because he's been cheated? No. He's going to tap out. But he's not happy about it.
And finally, it's our main event in a last man standing match. For the third time tonight, Dave Bautista will march to the ring, and for the second time tonight, Randy Orton will be his opponent.
But Randy Orton's way fresh. Like, I know Randy's fought 2 matches tonight, but I cannot overstate that Dave Bautista has fought the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
In a last man standing environment, your legs are just going to hurt more. You're not going to have that energy, and it's as much a mental thing as anything. You're so spent. Does Dave Bautista think he can win these 3 matches tonight? I don't know. He's a confident guy. But that's Randy Orton out there. And there's nobody in the business more confident, especially with Bob Orton Jr. at his side, than Randy Orton.
All right, let's do it. Nice.
He can't do it.
He just can't. Randy Orton.
And I mean, yeah, the finish of this, I think, has emotional weight from the matches we took inspiration for. And I think this is a good time to mention that if you haven't seen No Mercy 2007, it is one of my favorite WWE pay-per-views ever. And there's a lot of inspiration from this show there. And you should go watch that final Last Man Standing match from that show, because the ending when Triple H just reaches up to the apron and pulls back the covering and just can't stand up is very much the image we're going for here.
Randy Orton outlasts him. Randy Orton survives Armageddon.
Randy Orton evolved to regain the world title for the
Randy
third
Orton
time.
Killed the legend of Dave Bautista tonight. Randy Orton slithered like a viper and survived.
Randy Orton now a 3-time world heavyweight champion after tonight.
Yep. And there's Armageddon 05. Whew. How'd you feel about that?
I liked it, but I did a lot of the creative for this show, so I think I'm going to be a bit biased. And like I said, I based a lot of this off of one of my favorite shows ever, the WWE ever did. So I think I was always going to like it. So what did you think?
I'd like it a lot. I love the on the fly like elements of it. I don't so much love like kayfabe, like why the fuck would you ever have your champion defend the belt 3 times the same night? That makes no sense. It goes against like wrestling logic.
I do agree, but I think the implication is that Vince likes Randy Orton.
Right.
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Both in the real life version and this one. Although in the real life version, it's more about Vince hating Triple H.
Yeah.
But I think in this one, I think the implication is that Vince sees Orton as like the face of the company, right? So he wants him to get the belt.
Do you got one more guy here you want us to talk to? Anybody?
If you have nobody, then I think Chavo.
I'm gonna say give Chavo a hug.
Yeah.
All right. So that'll do it for Armageddon 05. That'll do it for 2005 in general here on the YouTube side.
Yep.
Still got our 2 tribute shows to do over on Twitch. And then, yeah, we'll record the end of year talk about stuff.
I don't think we're gonna charge for that on Patreon.
Yeah, we didn't do that with 04, so.
Well, we didn't have a patron in 04.
Oh, well, okay, that's fair.
So I guess it's a decision. It is one of those pieces of content we do put a lot of energy into, but it's not. I mean, what are your thoughts? I don't think it's a.
I agree. I want the most people to see it, honestly.
Oh no, I didn't mean to like put it exclusively on the Patreon. I just meant like you know how we charge people per.
Oh yeah, no,
video?
it's not a
no,
it's not a show like so.
Sure, I lean with you on that. Sounds
Yeah.
good. So if you want to be in that case, just for Patreon, just for like an update on admin, the next charge when you're watching this will be Rumble, and that'll get any benefits for New Year. The next charge will be New Year's Revolution.
Yeah.
Which will get you any benefits for the Rumble, which actually I've just realized on the stream a couple of days ago, I said if you wanted to be in for the Rumble, so subscribe for Armageddon. I don't think anybody did, but if you want to be in for Rumble, it's New Year's Rev you need to be subbed for.
Yeah, also, could you imagine if we did charge the patrons? So we would do Armageddon.
Yeah.
Then the end of year, then New Year's Rev, then the Royal Rumble.
Then
a couple
Rumble.
weeks later. Yeah, no, we'll just stick to the pay-per-views for that.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, down below, our Patreon link is down there. Links to Puddy's channel and shit as well, and the Twitch where we do our TV shows. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean, it's been a good year, I think, for the show. You know, we're going into 06. I think I might have said this already in Survivor Series, so I'll do it as quickly as I can. 06 is going to be a unique year for this series because I think there's a lot more we're looking to change. Yeah. It's harder, but there is some fun stuff for sure. There's still some worries, but I think we've already started to fill some gaps with some stuff you're going to like. So look forward to it.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you for the end of year wrap-up show. Peace.